How many times are we gonna sing that same tired song, Philly? Like,
Top down, screaming money, anything. We up till 6 in the morning. When the sunrise, we'll be on it. Oh, I got fire, we gon' sound live. Then we gon'
welcome back to my channel, guys. Today, as you guys can see from the title, we're doing unpopular opinions. I asked everybody on Instagram to hit me up with some unpopular opinions, and I got a lot. So thank you so much. Apparently, y'all are very opinionated because this is one of the few times that y'all actually participated. So shout out to y'all for that. But we're gonna get right into it. We're real cozy vibes today. I just randomly sat here and put the camera in the most random spot. So hopefully the lighting's not too bad. Welcome to everybody who's new here. If you are new and haven't subscribed yet, please hit the subscribe button. It's literally free 99. Like the video, comment down below. I always leave a secret comment throughout my videos, so make sure you guys are commenting so that I know you guys are watching it all the way through. And yeah, let's just get right into it because like I said, we have a lot, and so we'll be here for a while. Unpopular opinion. The first one I just saw: pancakes are better than waffles. No. Like, no. Pancakes are so one-dimensional. Like, so one-dimensional. Like, everything that you can do with a pancake, you can do with a waffle, but more. Waffles have those nice, crisp, Belgian waffles. We're talking about Belgian waffles. They have the nice, crisp 4 quarters. You don't have to eat it all. You know what I'm saying? They got the fluffiness that you would get from a pancake, but a nice crunch for some texture. You know what I'm saying? The flavor's immaculate. Immaculate. You can have chicken and waffles. Try chicken and pancakes. It ain't gonna hit. It's not. It's not gonna hit at all. Why? Because there's no dimension. And that's why it's an unpopular opinion. Because, no. Moving on. 2, men have to initiate to get a girl. So that's an unpopular opinion. So you're saying that men, wait, so what are you saying? Men have to initiate to get a girl. Unpopular opinion. So the popular opinion would be girls can initiate too. So I guess I would say I disagree with that one because although I'm not a woman who would initiate 9 times out of 10 conversation with a man that like I'd be interested in, I don't think men need to always initiate. I honestly think that for me it probably does come from a societal standpoint / I'm shy. So I'm just not gonna initiate for those 2 main reasons. But I also think that guys deserve to be like desired. They deserve to be like seeked out. And so girls should initiate for guys. You know what I'm saying? So men do not always need to initiate, and more I feel like girls are shooting their shot and getting the guy they want. Just for that confidence. You know, I aspire to be y'all, but I'm not there yet. Okay, so a hot dog is a sandwich. I never really thought about this, but I feel like people have conversations about this. I'm pretty neutral on the topic because a hot dog is a hot dog. Like, I don't even think of it. I guess I'm not neutral, but I don't think of it as a sandwich. 2 seconds. What is the definition of a sandwich? Okay, hold on, let's bring it up. Okay, an item of food consisting of 2 pieces of bread with meat, cheese, or other filling between them, eaten as a light meal. Ooh. But in that aspect, a hot dog is a sandwich. That's nasty. I don't like that. I don't like that. Because then you have cookie sandwiches. I just have Oreos, which is like a cookie sandwich technically. Oh my god, and it shows hot dogs. I choose hot dogs as an example of a sandwich. Somebody said a hot dog is not a sandwich and we don't care what anyone says. That's so funny. Okay, clearly this is like a great debate. I don't personally view hot dogs as sandwiches. Sandwiches are literally 2 separate pieces of bread to me with things in between, you know what I'm saying? Whereas a hot dog, they just cut 1 piece, like 3/4 open and put the meat in it. But like, if we're going by the definition, a hot dog is a sandwich, but I'm never gonna be like, I want a sandwich. Let me get a hot dog. Like, no. Cheating ain't a mistake, you whores. A verbatim what they wrote. You're right. It's not a mistake. You don't just fall into the on accident. Like there's no accident, whether you're drunk, whether you're sober, whether you have any other reason, whether you're mad, whether it was just a manic episode. Like there's 1,010 reasons people want to be like, oh, I cheated because no. Just end it at I cheated and let the other person leave if they want to leave. Like it is not a mistake, ladies and gentlemen. Like, and how do you have the time and like the heart to cheat? Like I would feel so crappy. That's neither here nor there. All right. Water is wet. She said, I used to fight all the time about this. Is water wet? Is juice wet? What is the definition of wet? But then it's like, what's dry? Sand is dry, so water is wet. Yeah, I guess I agree. Water is wet. I was thinking like the ocean, like, because there's another conversation that you can get into where it's like, if you're underwater, are you wet? Who forgot? If you're underwater, are you wet? Because what wet is usually when like you're in a dry area. Like if you came out the pool, now you're in a dry area, but you're wet from the pool water. But if you're underwater, are you wet? So I would say water is wet, but my next question would be, are you wet if you're underwater, like completely submerged? You know what I'm saying? The next one is, if you win the lottery, you should be given the right to remain anonymous. I would have to agree. 1,100%. I've said this since I was a kid. That I know some states that you can remain anonymous, but I know there's a good handful of states that you have to come clean, depending on the amount of money you won. So I think that's a little effed up, because as soon as you come clean on winning millions and millions of dollars, like everybody in their mama or everybody your cousins, then you have people who are desperate for money, who don't have any relationship to you, who are trying to get your money. So yeah, no, I think I agree with that one. They should be able to remain anonymous. Somebody said chocolate is disgusting. Moving on. Lori Harvey isn't a hoe. Wow. Y'all are getting deep. I'm not gonna say she a hoe. I will rarely. I can't even remember who I've ever actually called a hoe. I'm really trying to think. I will rarely flat out be like, another woman is a hoe. Like rarely. I think that word is like real aggressive. Like, I will say Lori Harvey has gotten with a lot of men, okay? And she is my age or a year older, I believe. And so, knowing the people in my circle, knowing the people outside my circle, and know myself, I have definitely not dated as many men as she has in such a short time span. And the time span isn't 23 years. The time span is like 2 or 3, maybe less. I haven't. That being said, a lot of people were like, well, you're in the 20s, early 20s, you're supposed to date. And I agree with that. I really do. I feel like where Lori Harvey is so controversial, I feel, is because she's not just like mingling and going out on dates and doing stuff like that. She's literally claiming these men, like, this is my boyfriend. And then 3-4 months later, or however long, they're no longer her boyfriend, but she has a new boyfriend. You know what I'm saying? I feel like there's something a little bit deeper there than just her having fun in her 20s, you know? It's really none of our business who people want to date, what people want to do, how they live their life. But I don't think I'd flat out call her hell. I would say she's gotten with a lot of men. But then again, I don't know the extent of those relationships, and neither does anybody else but herself and probably her close circle. I will say, though, on the same topic, that a lot of girls, I feel like, try to settle down and try to date that many people to find like their lover at such a young age. And girl, being single, that's my unpopular opinion. Being single is so underrated. Like underrated. How freeing and how fun and how learning yourself and loving yourself and knowing yourself and growing into yourself at a young age by yourself is a whole different experience that a lot of people take for granted. Overrated and overpriced. It's definitely overpriced. Like, I discovered chais at Starbucks. Starbucks is honestly what made me fall in love with chai. So, it's always gonna have a little bit special place in my heart. But there's my Starbucks drink, I think for like a venti would cost me like $6 for a chai. I think five, maybe. I don't know. I don't know the prices. I don't go there often enough. I can buy the exact same brand Starbucks uses for $4 and get like 2 or 3 I won't stretch to 3. I can get 2 decent weeks worth of a chai latte out of that. So off rip, it's like, okay, no, what are you charging me for? Like, the labor, it takes literally 2 seconds. And honestly, Starbucks employees take like 5 years to make one drink. So I don't even want to hear it. No shade to anybody who works at Starbucks. Overrated. I think you go to Starbucks for the experience. I also don't think Starbucks is like I'm not a coffee drinker, so I don't know how the coffee tastes. I don't know if it's good or whatever, but I will say Starbucks is one for the experience, and two, it's like a fast food restaurant, like, but for drinks and coffee and like more like a morning pick me up, and three, it's like specialty drinks. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna make some of these drinks at home. So I feel like that's where the overratedness comes from. Like, they're not telling you that you're gonna get the best coffee, like the freshest coffee beans or whatever from Starbucks. They're telling you to go get a mocha frat with a shot of this, a shot of that, add some espresso, add some whipped cream, and this, that, and the third. That's why you're going there for an experience. And because you get all that, obviously you get an overpriced drink. But I don't know. I feel like overrated. It might not be overrated just because it's for the experience and you can customize your drink however you want. Which, yeah, you can do that at Dunkin' Donuts, but like, Dunkin' Donuts can't even get a chai latte right. So that's the tea. And also, a lot of people can agree that Starbucks will consistently give you the same drink every time you ask for it. I've gone to Dunkin' Donuts like maybe 2 or 3 times in my entire life, and they've messed my drink up 3 out of 3 times. So overrated, I'm not gonna say it's completely overrated. It's a little overrated, but I'm not gonna give it a whole overrated like stamp, because experience, consistency, quality, like, it's gonna taste good. You know what I'm saying? But it's definitely overpriced. It's a franchise. People gotta get paid. Okay, next. Seafood is nasty AF. I think this is funny. I grew up in a West Indian household, so we eat seafood, but we eat like fish a lot. We don't eat like southern seafood, so we don't eat crab and lobster and all of that. But over the last few years, I've been eating those things, and I think it's good. I also don't like salt. I'm weird, I know. I don't like overly salty food, which seafood undeniably will always be over salty. I don't care what y'all tell me. It's always going to be too salty. So for that reason, I could say it's not nasty, it's just too salty. But I don't think it is nasty. Like, I just don't. Like, have you had crab cake? Actually, I don't even like crab cake like that. But like lobster rolls. I was eating this one seafood, what's it called? Lobster mac and cheese. Everybody who knows me knows I love lobster mac and cheese. Like, nah, I'm gonna have to disagree with that. I'm gonna have to disagree. Beyonce is overrated. Yeah, moving on. You do not come to my page and say that nonsense. Dreams and nightmare should be retired from parties. This person, you went to Drexel. I know you did. If you live in Philly, if you live near Philly, if you went to school in Philly, Dreams and Nightmare is played at least once, if not twice, at every single function. At every single function. a party, a barbecue, a birthday party, a freaking anniversary, a wedding. It don't matter where you're going. If you're in Philly or around Philly, it's being played. And at this point, I can agree with you. It needs to be retired. I'm over it. Like, how many times have we gonna sing that same tired song, Philly? Like, how many? Birria tacos are overrated. I know why this person wrote this. We didn't have the best experience, but I would like to go again. I would like to give them another shot. They were good. We waited a while. Courtney, I'm talking to you because you wrote this. We waited a while for them. Had we ordered early, like maybe they would have been fresher. You know what I'm saying? Like our experience wasn't the best. And I'm not gonna blame the tacos for that. So I wanna try them again. But for the ones we got, I would say I wouldn't even say they were overrated. I would say the whole weight and everything made it seem like they were overrated, but I thought they were actually really good. So I guess I'll say I disagree with that one. You have to go to college to be successful. In today's society, I would say that is not true. I would say college is a huge boost, but I would say college is not always, depending on your career path, depending on your career choice, it is not always necessary. There are many different avenues for people to go down, even if you're not in the realm of like being a business owner, because everyone wants to be a business owner. There's many different avenues that people can take and go down to achieve the goals they want in life. If they don't go to college, y'all gotta remember, college is mad expensive. College is also not for everybody. So yeah, I would have to humbly disagree, although I think college is a huge benefit if you can go, if you can afford it. I'm always push for it, but don't let college be the end all be all. Even if you graduate with the major you're in, I would say don't let it be the end all be all of who you think you are gonna be like 20 years from now, or even 10 years from now, or even 5 years from now. Tyler Perry movies are trash, but we only support because he's black. Oh, Tyler Perry movies are my childhood. Like, so I never really heard they were trash until like 2 years ago. I would say they're not meant to be like the best production. They're meant to be funny and lighthearted and comedic. Like, I don't think they're supposed to be like Emmy nominees. Like, is that even the right category? I think Tyler Perry has done a lot for the black community. So I'm gonna always say that, in a sense, I'm gonna always support a Tyler Perry movie. They may not be the best. They may be corny. They may have the same tired jokes in every single movie. But I'm still go watch it. Chick-fil-A is mid without dipping sauces. So you're basically saying it ain't all that, right? Agreed. 110% agreed. If you know me, you know I don't even think Chick-fil-A is all that. I like Chick-fil-A. I like 3 things, and 2 of them are basically the same. I like the grilled chicken sandwich, I like the regular chicken sandwich, and I like the milkshakes, obviously. I didn't discover the grilled chicken sandwich and the regular classic chicken sandwich until last year. I'll say maybe December 2019, when the whole hype was around Popeyes versus Chick-fil-A, I mean, Popeyes versus Chick-fil-A. But like, prior to that, I never ate Chick-fil-A. Ever. I hated the chicken nuggets. I'm not even a huge chicken nugget person, to be honest, but I hated the chicken nuggets. They're so salty. They're so salty. And then on top of that, the fries aren't salty enough and they're dry. I rate fast food places off of the fries. And people get on me for liking McDonald's, but it's honestly because their fries hit. Like, if McDonald's fries were trash, I wouldn't like McDonald's. Chick-fil-A's fries are not all that. I have to eat ketchup with them. And so, like you said, unless there's a dipping sauce, it ain't all that. I agree. I agree with you. It ain't. It's overrated. It's honestly overrated. Manifestation doesn't work. We've been here a while, guys. I feel like this is a heavy video. I'm gonna have to do part 2. Like, I meant to split this video, but I probably won't. Manifestation doesn't work. I'm a big prayer girl. Um, there's a lot of things about manifestation, like working with prayer. There's a lot of things like people who are super religious, they don't manifest because it goes against prayer. And then there's a lot of people who just do both. Then there's other people who don't manifest, don't pray, do whatever you want to do. You know what I'm saying? Um, I would say I'm not gonna knock somebody's belief. Like I'm not gonna say it straight out doesn't work. That's like telling somebody who prays often and believes in God, like, yeah, praying don't work. God don't. God isn't real. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to manifesting, I feel like it's a very like trendy thing right now, where people love the word and love the idea more than they know what the word is and know what the idea is and behind manifestation and even how to properly manifest. I don't know. So just to just be direct in my answer with when you said manifesting doesn't work, I would say I don't agree with that. I feel like many people it's worked for, many people who don't really even know what they're doing, and then there's the others like me who are just like, let me look into it, you know? I think what works for some people may not always work for others, and that's okay. And you don't have to believe in manifesting, but I'm not gonna flat out dog on somebody's belief of how they're gonna get through life, you know? Men need money for a bad gal. Um, I want to say no so bad. I do. I want to say no so bad. Um, I would say how much money? You know what I'm saying? If you can financially support yourself, you don't have to ask for $1 from me. I feel like that should be good for a lot of women, okay? But then there's the perks of you also supporting me or splurging on me once in a while or even splurging on yourself. I've done the broke boy thing before. I'm airing my own business out. I've done the broke boy thing before and I can't go back. And I was young and dumb when I did it. And so me being older and less dumb, I can't. I'm not saying you have to have millions in the bank. Oh, that'd be nice. Not playing. But I'm really saying, I'm being honest. Like, I'm not saying you have to have millions in the bank. But I'm not even saying you have to be a six-figure player. You know what I'm saying? I'm 23. That's a lot. That's very hard for people at my age and even a little few years older to be hitting six figures at such a young age. But I am saying you have to have a work ethic. I am saying you have to be determined. I am saying you have to have your own bread and also to be able to treat me the way I need to be treated. Okay? That's all I'm saying. So money will play a role in how I believe I should be treated. We don't need to go 50-50 on every date. And I can also splurge on you. Don't get it twisted, but we're talking about the men right now. There's more to money that will get my attention, but also at the same time, like, it's always gonna come up. So like I said, I wanted to say no, but in a sense, yes. So it's a 50-50 on that one. This goes along with our last one. A woman can be the breadwinner of the household, 100%. Yes, I feel like in today's society, it's not very often, but and I think it's not often because it's an ego thing for both parties. But yeah, I think a woman can be the breadwinner of the house. Like I like to have my own money. I like to be able to spend my money how I want. I like to, if I had a man, I would ball out my man every now and then. If I had kids, like I want my kids to be able to never need for nothing, not want for nothing, never need for nothing. And so if that just happens for me to be the breadwinner in the household, that is what it is. But again, my man has to still be making bread. He still has to be making money enough to support himself. And if at that point we have a family, to be able to at least support the family, help support the family, you know what I'm saying? But I think women can definitely be the breadwinner of the household. And yeah, if you can get over the ego part, it'll be fine. Being too cold is better than being too warm. 110,000%. I'd rather be cold than be warm. Let me tell you how I sleep. I sleep in the cold. The temperature has to be cold. Like my room has to be like in the 60s. And I sleep with a fan blasting on me. And then I sleep with a blanket, obviously. And if I get cold, I have two more blankets. And it's so nice having a breeze on my face and the air is cold and I got my little blankets and I'm nice and snuggly. I don't know how people sleep in like 70 plus degree rooms with one sheet as a blanket because you're hot and no fan blowing. I cannot. Like my skin will crawl. I can't get to sleep. It's so uncomfortable. I could always layer, but there's only so many layers I could take off when I'm hot. This is a battle. I had two different people. Ready? One says, just my 2 cents, but pineapple on pizza is a crime. Somebody else says, pineapple on pizza is really good. I want your opinions on this one for the comment of the day. Let me know down below if you eat pineapple on your pizza. Let me know. The second person wins for me. I eat pineapple on pizza. It's not a crime. I'm not throwing pineapple on every single pizza though. That's where y'all get carried away. You know what I'm saying? Pineapple don't belong on every single pizza. And actually, I hate Hawaiian pizza. You will never catch me eating a Hawaiian pizza for multiple reasons. I'm not even the biggest fan of pineapple and pepperoni. I'll eat it. It's not bad, but I don't really love it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people like that one. I don't even like pepperoni, so maybe that's why. But you don't put pineapple on every single pizza. You put pineapple on the pizzas that it can complement. You know what I'm saying? It's not that bad. Y'all are dragging it. And first of all, y'all are dragging it. That's all I gotta say about that. Some of the stuff y'all eat, I should do that video next. Weird things y'all eat. I probably wouldn't survive. Some of the things y'all eat is actually disgusting. Actually repulsive. And y'all getting your panties in a bunch over some pineapple, the thinnest pineapple slices on a pizza? Get out of here. Hustle culture is a scam and does not build the wealth people think it does. I would have to go 50-50 on this one. I think hustle culture is toxic in many ways, but inspiring in others. I think what makes it toxic is that it doesn't, it makes people think that you have to hustle and grind 24/7, that you always have to be super productive. I'll give you a secret. Like this week, I was probably the most unproductive I've been in a while. I was trying to figure out why I lacked the motivation, the hustle, the grind, the productivity. And I came to a point and I was like, I don't always have to feel productive to accept my day, if that makes sense. Like, I don't always have to be like, oh my god, I had a super productive day. Like, I can never go to sleep. No, sometimes I can have a day where I literally sit in bed and spend the entire day watching Netflix. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that is okay. Like, and I can be okay with that being my situation. I don't have to beat myself up. I don't have to be like, okay, tomorrow I'll make everything up. Like, no. Tomorrow's a new day. What you get done tomorrow is what you get done tomorrow. What you got done today is what you got done today. Whether it was a whole bunch of things or whether it was nothing. That's okay. And I feel like with hustle culture, it's like there's never a day off. You can't take a day off. If you take a day off, you have all this guilt, and then you pile it onto it the next day, and then you're stressed. And it's like the thrill of being stressed and overworked and tired and exhausted, and you don't even know why you're doing this. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't even know your why. And I think that's something people really miss. Why? Why are you overworking yourself? Why are you grinding? Like, honestly, that's the question. Why are you grinding? What are you grinding for? Do you even know? And if you don't know, that's where I feel like it can get really toxic. Because at that point, you're not doing it for you. You're doing it for others. You're doing it for society. You're doing it for the looks of being like, oh, I'm productive, or I'm grinding, or I'm hustling. But like, you don't even know what you're grinding and hustling for. And then on top of that, hustle culture also guilt trips other people, especially now with young entrepreneurs. Everybody thinks that everybody needs to want to own a business, want a startup, want to be a brand owner, want to sell products. And honestly, that's just not true. Not everybody wants to be a business owner. Not everybody wants to own a company. Some people want to help others grow their company. You know what I'm saying? Like there's profit in that too. There's joy in that too. Not everybody wants to be the non 9 to 5er. Some people prefer a 9 to 5 lifestyle, and I think that's something we have to recognize that that's okay. Like if you don't want to be a 9 to 5er, that's okay. If you do want to be a 9 to 5er, that's also okay. You know what I'm saying? So that's where on the flip side, I feel like those of you who do not want to be a 9 to 5er, the hustle and grind can be a beautiful part of your journey. But don't forget the rest. Don't forget that you can have off days. Don't forget that you don't always have to wake up at the crack of dawn and go to sleep at 2 a.m. It is not necessary. You know what I'm saying? Your success will come with your hard work and your determination and your consistency. Honestly, I'm speaking to myself when I'm saying this, but I hope it does reach somebody outside of just myself. Like, it'll come. The hard work is there. The dedication is there. As long as you stay consistent, as long as you stay passionate, and as long as you know your why, you will be fine. You'll be okay. Especially me. Like I said, I'm speaking to myself as well. I'm young. And sometimes I feel like I'm not doing enough or I haven't done enough. And I'm just like, you're 23. You graduated college literally 3 months ago. 3 months ago. You worked your ass off for 5 years to get a degree. You've done a lot. You know what I'm saying? And so I feel like the hustle and the grind culture can blur the accomplishments of a lot of people. The end of your statement was, it doesn't bring the wealth that people think it does. I feel like when it's toxic, it won't. Because you're going to burn out. You're going to lose your reasoning. You're going to lose your passion. You're going to end up just not caring about anything at the end of it. But at the same time, like, back to the positive side, knowing your why, knowing that you will, knowing that you can, like I said, it'll come. So that wealth or that success or that career break or that turning point that somebody may be looking for, it can come out of the hustle culture because it's pushing you to be a better you. The positive aspect is pushing you to be a better you. So from that will come, hopefully, the best outcome for yourself. But when it's pushing you to, I guess, like overwork yourself and lose yourself, no, you're not going to ever find the wealth you're looking for in that. So hopefully that made sense. I think that's a great note to end this unpopular opinions video on. You guys had a lot. I actually really enjoyed sitting down and responding and reacting to all of these. You guys had some funny ones. You guys had some more serious topics y'all wanted to get off your chest. And I'm glad I was the vessel who received these responses. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know down below. Actually, to be honest, I had a video that I was iffy on. It was about maximizing productivity at home, and so I think it's kind of like a coin cost based off of like a coin toss based off of my last response about the hustle culture, because I felt like even with that I was like, well, why do people have to maximize their productivity at home? But at the same time, everybody is working from home, and it's not necessarily about the hustle. It's just about getting by. So let me know if you guys even want to see that video. I think it'd be kind of cool to film, but again, let me know. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, comment the secret comment down below, and or comment whatever you want. Say hi, drop an emoji, whatever. I hope the video wasn't too long. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.